Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tabitha and today we're going to talk about building investor mindset. Title of the book is The Single Best Investment by Lowell Milner. So we are going to withdraw some information from this book and some lessons, and we'll see how we can apply to our own investment journey. So we'll look at that. So I'm just going to give a summary of the introduction and what are some of the view that Lowell give in terms of in building an investor's mindset. So what is his viewpoint? So what does he prefer and what does he think that affect the investment decision? So let's look at that. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe for more videos and I will appreciate your support. So now let's look at the agendas of today. So today we have agendas that we are going to look at one by one. So, and you will see how these agendas apply to your own investment journey. So do they really align with whatever you have been doing? So factors that affect investing decision. And in this video, we are going to only deal with one factor because it's so long and it might be time consuming and it will bring confusion if we put all of them together in one video. So another agenda that we'll look at is the sources of information in the present and in the past. The author recommended concept. What does the author say that you should do, or what did he do that works for him, and how can you apply to your own investment journey? So let's look at it one by one. So what are these factors that affect investing decision and in the stock market, right? So how does information? So number one is the information, and this is the factor that we are going to look at today. So information, how does it really help you make proper investing decision? So how does it affect? Does it give you more confusions? How does it really help you? In the past and in the present day, we can quickly learn about good investment strategies using information. And we can also use it to follow short-term price movement. So we can use the information that we get from the internet and from other sources to follow up the short-term price movement of the stock that you are investing in. And more on factors that affect the investing decision is information was also used to help us do research. So when we have the information, we can now use it to research on the stocks that we want to invest in. We can check who invested in this stock and when and how did it perform, and how can we also do the same thing and benefit from them, from the information. So we get the information, we do research on new investment that we want to invest in. So that was another way of us using the information. We use the information to make investment decision. Like after you have analyzed the data, the information, see who had benefit from that information, and you see, okay, so Warren Buffett used this information and they make this kind of profit, and this is how they use it. So you go ahead to and make the decision of deciding to invest because you have now a role model who had already used the information, and you too can see yourself succeeding with that information by making sound investment decision. So now let's look at more of how the information affects your investing decision. How does it really affect you? So does the information confuse you or it make you make good sound decision, and how? So when we look at this one is telling us the sources of information. How were we getting the information in the past? So, and was it difficult for you to make investing decision because of lack of access to the proper information? So how was that affecting your investment decision, and has something changed that has really helped you to access the information faster and make you make sound decision when it comes to investing? So the press was the source of information then. So you have to read the newspapers, all the stuff, radios and TV, most of them, more on the sources of information. So in the past, how were people getting information when it comes to investing? And was it really affecting how they decide to invest? Was the access limited to specific investors and not everyone? So the earlier internet was not very effective because wasn't that really good as compared to of this day. So the brokers and mutual fund companies were also source of information. So they will come and tell you this is the best mutual fund that you want to invest in. All these people were giving you the information. Did it really affect those investors during that time, and how? So when we move there, we are still on this factor, which is the information. How is the information really affecting your investing decision? So was it really helping you? Really? Was it really helping you to make sound investing decision? Does access to information about investing put you at ease, or it makes you wonder? So what was it really doing to you to decide to invest or not to decide to invest? A lot of people don't want to invest, and it's because of all this information in the at their disposal. So they end up getting confused. They don't know who to believe, what to believe, and where are the best places to put your money or their money. So it becomes so confusing. Does the information help, and how can you solve that issue? Because it will help you to take advantage of opportunities if you are confident in what you're doing and knowing how to use the information to your advantage. But most of the people tend to be discouraged because they don't know. There's so many people saying this and that and that and this. So, and they don't know what to believe, where to put the money. So most of people decide not to invest at all. They can go ahead and use financial companies who are only in business for themselves. And in this case, they end up like not really having anything, not best return that they can get if they do it by themselves. So this is very important. Knowing how to use the information to make sound investing decision is very important if you want to be a good investor. Does the answer vary with each situation? Like how? Who do you want to believe? And what do you want to believe? And where do you want to put your money? So, and why? Why would you want to do that? Does it really vary? Does the answer vary a lot or by little, depending with the investor? So, why do you want to invest? So let's look at more. So the factor of information. So how does it really affect you? So it affect you, it can confuse you if you don't know how to use the information. If you know how to use the information, it will help you make a good, sound investment decision. So does it really help? Do you have to be able to guess where the interest rates are going in order to succeed in the market? Can you use that information properly to interpret and make your sound decision that, okay, interest rates are going like this is going to affect the market like in this way and in that way? Can you tell? Is the information helping you to read and understand and interpret things like interest rate and where they are going? Do you have to change where you put your money all the time depending on the condition in the market? So do you have to do that? And how can you really avoid this? How can you really release yourself from being information addict and maybe being misinformed so you do not take advantage of the opportunities? How will you really want to use the information so you can succeed and take advantage of the opportunities? Is there any way that we can do that? Factor of the information. So how is it working? Is there any way around it? Is there any way that we can really use the information to our advantage and not be confused of who do we follow, what to believe, and all this? Does the information make you wonder how? What should you invest in? Like, should you invest in the growth stock? Should you invest in dividend stocks? Should you invest in REIT, bonds, interest earning, options, value? What do you need to invest in? And if you're using the information, is there any way you can use the information so you can really choose the better stocks that will work for you? Why will you put more money in the growth stocks? Like for me, for example, most of the time when I buy growth stocks, it's only when I'm targeting a capital gain, but I cannot put a growth stock in a dividend account because it's not going to give me any dividend. So, and that's decision I can make because I understand what the growth stock does and what the dividend stock does. Can you invest in international stocks? And what information do you have that make you make that decision? Can you invest in emerging markets? Do they have the potential growth in the future? Are they the new market? Is everyone moving to that market? So you have to use that information to be able to make a sound decision and do your due diligence, the value stocks, which is maybe the dividend stock. Can you invest in REIT? And what are the risks that are involved when you invest in risk in REIT? Can you invest in REIT, not risk, REIT, the real estate investment trust? Can you invest in that? And what are the risks that come with it? So should you invest in which stocks, right? So this is the things that come with the confusion of information. A lot of information, everyone telling you, take this, don't take this, take that, bring this, drop this, all this kind of information in the market. Should you invest in small stocks? Should you invest in mid caps? Should you invest in large caps? Should you invest in startup companies? So you become so confused if you don't know how to use the information. So the message from this book is that you have to learn how to use the information because to your advantage, not to your disadvantage. Because if you know how to use it, you will take advantage of the opportunities. Vulture funds. I didn't even know there is something called vulture funds. So you become so confused. Maybe you had decided that you want to do small stock, but someone comes along and tell you, oh, vulture stocks are the future, all this and this and that, and then you become confused and you don't know now what to do and you leave it alone. So in other words, you lose on opportunities. Yes, so factors that affect investing decision, we are all on discussing on the information. So does this information does the access to information about investing put you at ease or it make you wonder, should you invest in which stocks? So we're still on this. Should you invest in REIT? Should you invest in bonds? Should you invest in dividend stocks? So all these questions come to your mind. High tax, low tax, no tax, all those stuff. So what is it that you want? So you have to really understand how to use the information. What information do you have about bonds, and why should you invest in bonds and why not? So all those stuff. Mutual funds, are mutual funds good investment? So, and why? So if you use the information to your advantage, you will be able to take advantage of opportunities I am talking about, so in the stock market. But if you do not know how to use the information, you will just avoid it altogether, when it is actually a best place where you can make cash, make investment, grow wealth, and all those stuff. Information. So factors. So we are dealing with this one factor today, which is the invest information. So the use of information, at least today you have the takeaway. For you to be a successful investor in the stock market, you have to learn how to use information. So how do you do what you do and why? So if you use that information properly, you take advantage of all the goods that come with investing in the stock market. The low tax, do you want to invest in the low tax? Do you want to invest in no tax? Do you want only do dividend stock? Do you want only do growth stocks? And why are you doing that? So that become very important when it comes to use of information. Maybe you lack information about investing in dividend stocks. Do you want to explore that? And what information do you want to have before you make that decision? So information is very, very important. Do you want your account to be managed by a manager? Do you think they have more experience than you, or do you want to do it yourself and have experience of your own? Because if you do it yourself, you learn why this one did work and why this one did not work. So you can really, really, really enjoy the journey of learning, and also this learning and unlearning the thing that you have already learned about investing. So now let's see. So when it comes to this information thing, does it confuse you? Do we also have other alternative? How can we deal with this? What do you do? What do you do as an investor if you found yourself in a crossroad of all this information, all these investors, all these mutual fund companies telling you take this and that, leave this and that? You know you will be successful with this. The future in the stock market is this. The future of this is this. So what do you do? Is there any simple strategy that makes sense and work? Can you have that simple strategy, simple, and the one that makes sense, and do you know how to implement it? So that becomes the question. Does this book answer your question of what to do if you want to be an investor? Does it? And this is his perception, and this is his strategy. It might not be what you want, but this is what is recommending that you should do if you want to be a successful investor and build wealth with dividend. So let's look at what is he recommending. So under this factor of information and all the information, what not to do and what not to do, so Lower Milner said that we have a simple concept that will release you from all the worries of who to chase and who to listen to. Do you want to read this press? Do you want to listen to the videos? Do you want to listen to the TV? Are you missing out on your work because you want to learn more about investing? So he has a very organized strategy that has worked for him, and he thinks this is the best way for you to make money in the stock market. So his concept is the long-term investor. You have to be a long-term investor for you to succeed in the the stock market. So like Warren Buffett is a long-term investor, and he is one of the role models for people who want to be investors for life. So long-term investor, how does it work? How do you even become an investor when there is so no money to invest? So the best way to do it, you hand your money, save your money, and be the builder. You want to be the partial owner of these companies that you are investing in after you have done your due diligence, knowing the companies that you are investing in are real companies. They have been working hard for years and years, and you want to be part of that journey. So how do you do it? Be the long-term investor, be the saver, hand your money, save your money, and use it to build your empire within companies. Be the partial owner. Let's see. Now that we have already preached and preached and preached, so what is the concept? The concept that Milna is telling us to use. So is it for you, or do you like the hypes of running around and talking to different people, stay confused, be depressed, and worry about your stock while you're trying to sleep? So which concept work for you? For me, I am buying into this long-term growth, reliable growth, not jumping around. It might take forever, but surely we are going to get there safely. So the concept is also reliance on time. So you cannot put your money today and expect it to be 20,000 tomorrow. So maybe we can give you a time limit of 3 years at least. So 3 years at least make you a medium investor. So you are in the middle. It's not too long, not too short. So, and this concept also rely on being the modest. It's not like, oh, it's just home run. So some people go to the stock market expecting home run. And if they get run down, they run away and feel discouraged, and they don't want to come back to the stock market again. There will be the preachers on the street telling people, do not go there. Do not go there, because the strategy that they use did not work for them does not mean that the stock market is not feasible business. You can make profit in the stock market if you follow your strategy and the strategy that works. So the strategy that Lowell Milner is recommending is the one that is based on modest and reliable growth. It's not about like home run. It's also take into consideration the compounding growth. So the compounding growth that takes time. So you reinvest your money, reinvest your money, reinvest your money until you achieve that target that you want. Maybe you wanted a dividend of $1,000 a month. So before you reach that $1,000 a month, you can just be like reinvesting your reinvesting your dividend until you reach that limit. So that's the concept that he has been using, and it's the concept that summarize the single pair's investment. So this is that, right? Be the long-term investor, hand your money and save them, and be the builder, be the partial owner of the companies, the real companies, the one that produce product, the one that produce service, the one that have been there for long, the one that have battled all the adversities that come with the investment. They have succeeded over the years and stay strong, the one that pay dividend every year, the one that has the future growth, the one that has increased their dividend over the years, the one that make you rely on time when you know that that time will come with something. The modest and reliable growth, the compounding growth, all that come with the Lowell concept of investing. And it is what we are going to look at as we go through the book and read more about concept, Lowell concept, his strategy, and how did it work. Can you try it? Do you want to be like him, or you want to go and do quick home run or get run down somewhere. So it's up to you. This is the concept that he used. I like the concept. I've been trying to use the same concept with some of my portfolios. So effect of the concept. So how does it really help you? So this concept help you, it release you from being so addicted to information, trying to know who is telling you what. The TV, the YouTube, the press, the internet, the yahoo.com. So all those places, they become to where you have most of your time trying to figure out. So if you use the single best investment concept, it releases you from this information. You do not have to be so addicted. You can like maybe look at your investment once in a while, check what is going on with the company, but it doesn't become a daily thing where you have to keep up with the latest, want to hear every individual opinion on the stock market and all this stuff. So you are safe from there. So more on the information. So the takeaway is, how do you use your information to your advantage, and what are the concept and the strategy that really does not make you want to invest so much time when it comes to investing. So you can do other things, maybe follow your career, do other hobbies, but you are investing in the stock market and you are well established there. You don't need to worry about anything. So those are the concepts that we are now talking about. The effect of this concept will reduce the confusions and the running around and you trying to keep up with everyone who is teaching or saying anything about the stock market. It also gives you that comfort level of not worrying about the price up and down. Some of these are temporary and you are long-term investor. So understanding that the portfolio will go up and down without panicking or fear of losing. So this keep you grounded, and people who are long-term investors that know what they're doing, they know the strategy that they're working with, is like they use both up and downs price movement. So when it goes down, they use this as an advantage to buy more of those shares, especially if you're a dividend investor. If it goes up, they know that the value, the future of the company, the company is doing well, the company is really growing and all those stuff. So they all take advantage of that. It doesn't become like something that they have to run away, they have to panic. They use it because they have faith in those companies that they have invested in. So that brings us to the summary of the video. And if you like this video today, please subscribe for more videos and I will keep them coming. So we need to learn together, give your opinion. If you want to read the book, you can go on Amazon and check if they have one of them. You buy it and read it by yourself. You can come and see how I'm interpreting it. You can also interpret it based on your experience. So, and thank you for watching and bye.